I just feel like the lockdown and the pandemic has caused a lot of chaos in people's minds, and we have a lot of time on our hands because everyone's sitting at home, a lot of people without jobs, a lot of people without work.
Hi everyone, joining us today is Kareena Kapoor Khan. Kareena, welcome to the Quint. How are you doing?
Good, doing well, yeah.
But how has the pandemic and everything been for you? We're seeing your paparazzi pictures, we're seeing you take a little bit of break also, we're seeing you back to work. How has it been?
Actually, it's been quite nice because, at home with Temur and Saif, we've got a lot of time. That's the only, been the silver lining in this whole thing. And I think now, after like, almost 7, 8 months of being in, I think everyone's ready to kind of step out now and kind of ready to, take the chance a little bit here and there, of course, with precautions and, get on with life a little bit.
With respect to the third season of What Women Want, and considering the timing that you're shooting it in, what is it? How has it been different for you? Because when you're doing it one on one, when the person's sitting right next to you, the feel of an
Yeah.
interview is different. So, how has it been different for you this time?
We had to take this decision of having our guests on Zoom because obviously we want to protect our safety and theirs as well. But I think a conversation, and now this is the new normal, this is the way people are connecting with each other. Follow the new norms of what this post COVID is going to be like
But
lifestyle.
do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like doing this on Zoom?
I mean, of course, it's a different. I've had been lucky enough. We've done 2 seasons with our guests face to face. Talking to them in flesh is very, very different. You get to see their emotions, and I'm enjoying it. Yesterday was the first day, so I was very excited to talk to Barkha yesterday because she's been one person that I've really wanted to have on the show since season one. With her body of work and uh, the kind of fierceness that she's always had. That's been someone that I've really wanted, and I think that went really well. Her talking about journalism today and reporting, and it's such an important topic.
So you mentioned Barkha, and she's one woman who's heavily trolled on social media, right? Are you comfortable having those politics-related questions in terms of politics? I say politics related to women, because you're always questioned, your choices are questioned, the work that you're doing is scrutinized, if I may.
I think we have a lot of time right now because I think Barkha was a journalist 21 years ago. So was I, an actress 21 years ago. We were also a journalist and actor to, pre-pandemic. I just feel like the lockdown and the pandemic has caused a lot of chaos in people's minds, and we have a lot of time on our hands. So, topics, and like people are just over discussing things and over analyzing things and over trolling and over discussing, and we're just like, I think everyone's just all over the place because everyone's sitting at home, a lot of people without jobs, a lot of people without work. It's not that. It's, I think that one shouldn't even look at it as trolling. I guess everyone's bored and everybody just wants to say something. Why anyone's opinions or views should be always looked down upon. I think we're here to also spread peace and positivity. The idea is that everyone should just be happy in their space, and not get into each other's hair. And if trolling makes somebody happy, then so be it, because that's just the way it is. But it just spreads negativity, so it has no room in my life.
Seen that happen with a couple of people from the same industry also. What have you made of it? Because you're also new on Instagram. Can I say new still? But like you are
Yeah,
on
I mean,
Instagram.
actually, yeah, I was no, actually, it was what? It was like 5 days before the lockdown that I got onto Instagram. So of course I am, uh, fairly new than people who've been around for like 4 or 5 years. So it is. There are ups and downs to anything. If you're going to, you have to be prepared for it. And I think that was the reason that I was staying away from it for so long. But I think now I'm a strong girl, and it's okay. I don't take anybody's opinions, too seriously, good or bad. I've never taken my success too seriously, So whether you have a big hit or a big flop, one has to be part of it. So if, people feel happy trolling, then so be it, like I said. And if they're happy, giving constructive criticism or being positive and want to spread positivity on Instagram and social media, I think that's so much more happier.
With you, we've always seen that you've been that one example who worked irrespective of whatever's happened, whether it was V-Day, whether it's this show now, whether you shot for Lal Singh Chaddha during the pregnancy. Does work-life balance ever occur to you? Do you ever feel like you're putting too much out there sometimes? Are you overcommitting? Do you feel that pressure?
I think that I take on what I can take on. Like I shot Lal Singh, and I mean nobody expected a pandemic to take place. So it just so happened that we happened to be in this situation. Otherwise the film was actually getting over in April, and I hadn't signed on anything else after that. The fact that I got pregnant, I mean, I think that I I I still fulfill my commitment, and that was, I think, a brave move because that's what I had to do. And there's nothing wrong in if you take all safety measures and try and work, because like I've always said, pregnancy is not an illness, and I definitely agree we are in difficult times, but one has to protect yourself and then try and do things. I can't just take things for granted and be like, okay, now I have to sit at home because this is the situation. I'm not that kind of person. I am also a little bit more gutsy and risky. That's just the way I am. Of course, my parents and all always tell me that, like, I'm always, I can't sit at home. I have ants in my pants. But the idea is, it's not that. It's just that I enjoy my work.
This is the second time that you're pregnant. Do you feel more in control?
I'm sure like the advice is always there. People are ever ready at a drop of a hat to kind of obviously tell you, like, everything about parenting and motherhood. Because like I said, there's no formula that 2 plus 2 is 4 in motherhood and parenting. Because, every day is a new journey. You'll never like experience what another mother has. Like my own sister is a mother of two, her daughter's almost 16, so even she can't advise me anything. I mean, like, I can ask her something if I want, but her way and her experiences would probably be more, different to what my experiences are. I mean, like my mother also tells me, she's like, I'm 70, 73 years old, but I'm still living and learning about my children. So that's the way it is. So there's a long way to go.
Thank you so much for taking time out to do this.
Yeah, thank you.